So what did the drummer name his daughters? Anna 1, Anna 2. Because to count in, come on, that was good.
Perfect.
Now this is by far one of the best Air Max to drop this year. It is the Nike TN, aka Air Max Plus Blue Gradient. Now there's been a lot of hype about this sneaker, and for a GR to get this sort of buzz, it's not really heard of nowadays, especially when it comes to an Air Max Plus. Now we are going to be referring to it as an Air Max Plus and a TN, so just get used to it. In the UK we do call it TN, and of course in America I do believe they call it Air Max Plus. So potato, tomato, tomato, let's get cracking. Now before we get started, I will leave some purchase links down below, so check out the description box and hopefully you can get them. Now I don't think they have released in America just yet. I know we got like a shock drop a couple weeks ago and a general release was this week. But this silhouette with the Atmos vibes to it, the Tiffany blue on it, oh my days. But of course, like we always do, it would be rude not to have a look at the box first, eh? Now unfortunately, like I did say, it is a GR, so they didn't give us anything special here. Now the product sticker itself does say Nike Air Max Plus and the official colorway is black metallic silver. Now the gradient blue can be confused with the actual OG colorway. These are so similar to the Hyper Blues. It's sort of like me comparing myself to The Rock. They're very similar, but there's slight differences. I think the only thing me and The Rock have in common is our spectacular hairline, but we'll save that for another day. But speaking on the Hyper Blues, honestly, one of my favorite Air Max ever. The OG pack to the TNs are so clean. The Hyper Blues are rumored to be releasing next year, so a lot of people, and myself included, might be just waiting it out. But there's no taking away from this colorway. Honestly, such a clean one. And I think a lot of people might be swayed to this one rather than the OG. Mostly because a lot of people would rather a black midsole compared to a white. And I kinda am in the middle. Because it is an OG colorway, and yes, it might sound snobbish, but that Hyper Blue is something special. But of course, if you're thinking about getting these, the sizing might be on your mind. Now normally with a TN, they do fit pretty snug anyway, very similar to the 97. And I'm more on the narrower side, and going true to size with an Air Max Plus is cutting it too fine. So a half a size up for me was just right. I guess if you are a wide footer though, you might need to go a full size up. But whatever TN sizing you normally go with, or the Air Max 97, I would go with just that. Now, with this colorway looking as saucy as it does, let's have an up close and personal look to see what's what. Now I first saw these on the Atmos Instagram account and I couldn't take my eyes off them. There's just something about this gradient blue. Mixing it in with the black and the silver is the perfect mix. Now in terms of QC, I won't lie, the Air Max Plus isn't the best recently. A lot of glue stains and a lot of cheap looking materials just ruined so many nice colorways. And this one, to be fair, isn't the best, but it's a lot better than we've had. If I had to rate it out of 10 in terms of QC, I'd give it a solid 8. But going around this silhouette, the overlay and underlays do blend so nicely in terms of the color. But then we got the Nike swooshes in that metallic silver look on both sides. Now some people might say these overlays do peel off, and I can't lie, it's never really happened to me, so I can't say that. But this one looks decent. It looks like it's glued on pretty well. Now I've taken a few pics with this sneaker and it doesn't look like it has any 3M on it. Normally running from the toe box all the way up the tongue, that part is 3M, but to my knowledge it doesn't look like it's the case here. But as we move on to the laces, of course they do come with a black pair with the stripes going up the tongue and then that black panel towards the top. We've got that metallic silver Nike swoosh there again with the Air branding as well. Now the sock liner does come in this black alongside the insole with again that metallic Nike Air branding towards the back. Now honestly, one of the best logos Nike has ever done, if not the best. Other than the official Nike swoosh of course, the TN Air branding is so iconic. The hit of yellow, white and red, you just can't go wrong. And I just love how the Air Max Plus looks from the back. Now we do have that synthetic mudguard that runs along the midsole. And as you can tell, we do have that gradient look towards the middle of the midsole, and this looks banging. Now I'm a big fan of the shank on the TN, and this one is one of the best that I've seen. Now the air unit's so iconic, and it does sort of separate it from most other Air Maxes. Now the outsole pretty much speaks for itself. The lovely hit of blue towards the middle, and of course the TN Air logo bang smack in there. So who's a fan of the Air Max Plus? And most importantly, are these a buy or a buy? Now I am aware that Air Max Plus does have sort of a reputation. It's got that sort of bad boy roadman look to it, and I can't lie, I just still love it. Now I'm not a roadman by any means, but I can still appreciate a sneaker of this caliber. The look to it, the design, the colorway, and the comfort. The comfort is one of them things that doesn't get spoken about enough. And I say this quite a lot about some sneakers, but the TN is one of the comfiest ones. Yes, granted, they may fit a bit snug or they might fit narrow, but once you get the sizing right that fits your foot, the comfort is one of the best. Therefore more on the firm comfort side, but it's still very comfortable. And I know a lot of people might be waiting it out for the Hyper Blues next year, but this colorway defo stands on its own as well. Hopefully the US Broskis do get a release very soon, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. But rolling it back like Asda, honestly, this is one of the best Air Max that we've had this year. The only thing that's holding it back is £175 retail price. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now there was 20% off on the Nike app, so that's why I had to grab them. Would have been rude not to, you know? But the retail price is an absolute mazza, and of course it's the most expensive it's ever been. But with an amazing colorway to this Air Max Plus, I don't think you can go wrong. But overall, the Nike TN Blue Gradient is an absolute buy. Broskis, comment down below though and let me know what you think. Is the Air Max Plus Blue Gradient one you're looking out for? Have you already added it to your collection? Or is this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comment. Anyways, my broskis, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate your time. If you are into football or Arsenal or both, then check out my other YouTube channel. Anyways, whilst you're here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and till the next episode, take care. That was a good one. Episode. I'm getting better at this. It is the Nike TN. It is the Nike TN. And rumored to be releasing next. Are rumored to be released. And the Hyper Blues are. See, this is what happens when I drink coffee before I record. Like, I'm all over the place, bruh. So the Hyper Blues are rumored to be released. You're testing me now. You're testing me, bruh. I think one of the big colorway of this pair is that white's aside from. Now don't get me wrong. Now don't get me wrong. Now I know the Air Max. Now I do. We did some things that we're not proud of. or football. It's one or the other. It's not both. Oh, my neck. Oh, that was sharp. Like the TV.